You, why? Why is that the B-roll? Anyway, you hear about derangement syndrome, where you're crazy. You'll find any excuse to talk about someone. I've never really been a believer in that, especially when it's used to try to shield a powerful person in politics from analysis. But I do now believe it. And you know why I believe it? Because I have seen the lengths that Tucker Carlson will go to talk about Hunter Biden. Hold on to your butts and watch this.
And there were even some pretty crazy photos of, and I want to be delicate in how I describe this. So he had a picture of his manhood and multiple M&M candies stacked along it. Just some really weird stuff. Yeah, and then.
Okay, I didn't quite catch exactly what Tucker said. I think he said that's abysmal or that's horrible.
That's unusual.
That's unusual.
Not unheard of. Matter of fact, pretty good move, but unusual nevertheless. Creative points for creativity. I may have done it once or twice, but still unusual. Not saying it wasn't usual. It's not the usual way I put candy on my manhood. It's just the unusual way I put candy on my manhood.
It's something you try rarely. It's difficult. Tucker went on to say, how do you get the second one to stay on when the first has hogged all the space? I don't know. But no, that was serious. Like, Tucker Carlson makes $20 million a year. Millions watch every episode. And he had on that guy to speak very seriously with great gravitas and solemnity about the pictures that showed chocolate on his junk. But we have derangement syndrome when talking about the literal most powerful person in the world politically. They did a full segment about it. My God, this guy had candy on his crotch. Maybe he even slept with someone as a result of it. But it's real. It's real.
I think my favorite part of the Hunter Biden saga is that it ends with him going to rehab and his father, Joe Biden, texting him supportive texts every single morning that were recently exposed to say things like, I love you, son. I'm rooting for you and you're beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, someone's a good dad. You're only supposed to do that on Father's Day. Because no matter what you do to Hunter Biden, and yeah, look, I'm not saying that like setting up a senator's son or a former vice president's son with a cushy job, whatever, is not like a bad thing. I don't agree with that. But really, Hunter Biden's story is that, yeah, he was a partier, he was an addict, and he went to rehab, and his dad supported him through that and did not cut him off and did not shun him. It is a thing because there are addicts and they deserve to live full lives, and we have to support them.
Yes.
End of story.
Yeah. And can I add one fact that I think is fairly important to all of this? He's a private citizen.
Yeah.
He's not in the administration. He's not a senior aide. He's not in charge of the Middle East peace process. He's not in charge of going to every school and forcing them to teach critical race theory.
Yes.
He's just a rando. He's a random person that matters to Joe Biden and the rest of the Biden family. It is not the same as when, if he was actually a senior aide, if he was being involved in all this, he's not even involved in the campaign, let alone the actual governing. And they literally can't get off of his crotch.
They're the little M&ms. They're the little M&ms clinging to his junk. Like, speaking of M&ms clinging to Hunter Biden's crotch, you and I look pretty much like the red and the peanut one, You be the peanut, I'll be the regular.
They've got journalists who are going through what effectively appears to have been leaked revenge porn, and he's like logging stuff, like it's a statistical analysis. Well, here I saw an M&M. Here I saw some nuts. That's peanut M&Ms. Oh, maybe it's something else. I don't know. And then come on, give me your reporting. And he's like the most watched person in news, telling us about how crazy we are, about how radical we are. Just nonsense. It would have made an okay.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.